Hello, welcome back to the Unfortunate Shack. Hopefully, we'll be in a better place mentally this time. Alright, let's unpause the game, let everything kind of update. Alright, oh, hey Ellie. Lovely. Alright, let's see, some things I wanted to take care of. We're gonna just turn off critters here, but not that that matters. And I realized that I did set this, but I didn't set this properly because this should not be above 4. I only want it when it's below 4. And yeah, so that's better. I'm also going to increase the priority on this one so that, I don't know, I wasn't watching. Maybe they brought it in here and then in here, but we're gonna just make that higher priority. These should be good now. There, below 4. That's important too. Okay, off to a great start. Let's see. And then I think, did I have any other things that I remembered I was dumb about? Yeah, I mean, obviously these doors, it would be double the amount for the mechanized airlock, the radiation. Totally space that, but it uses double the material, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So let's see. I guess let's look at the blueprint before we go. Yeah. Stealth Atmo boots. I don't know if I have those. Doesn't matter. Should be fine. Okay, so some projects I wanted to work on. So I want to get oxygen masks up for better exploration. And I would like to move on to a plumbed bathroom because this does take more time for maintenance and all of those things. So I was thinking, I've got all this lovely chlorine here. Now, I don't have plastic yet. I don't have proper germ sensors. Did we do that research yet? Yeah. So, missing a couple elements for that. So I don't really, can't really properly detoxify the water, but I also don't really need to worry about detoxifying it yet. Later game, I think I would like to be able to reuse that water and not worry about where it's going. But for now, just plumbing it would be nice and save some time. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna move this floor. This is very smart. I'm gonna put a higher priority on the digging that out, and then hopefully they build it down instead of up. Okay, they're on the right path there. I'll have to keep an ear out, make sure no one sticks their head in the floor. Bubbles. Alright. This should have that correctly now. Alright, let's continue this way. And also, for running masks, we're going to need to be piping some oxygen. So this power system is going to need some upgrades for that also. I'm going to set it up so it shouldn't require as much power. It should be fairly slow, but still. Alright, let's see. Building, dicking, and decorating. Max. I mean, these aren't terrible. This poor Bonnie over here. You have a lot of negative traits. Max, neither of these really matter. As far as negatives for what we would want him to do, and an extra digging. He's better at building than digging, but that's fine. I guess it would be time. I have a lot of calories. Let's see what schedule. He would be on shift 2. Yeah, that would work. So we'd have 2 different shifts. Just wouldn't want him on the same shift as Bubbles, which is fine because she's on shift 1. Alright, Ellie, you're doing nothing. Alright, let's keep building some tiles. Oh hey, you were blocking Bristle Blossom. Okay. Let's go ahead and also build a floor here and break that. And you guys. Oh, Quinn. That's okay. It's nice. They have better speed. Alright. So, I think let's put these here. Dig that out. And we'll just dig all of these out too. Now, temperature-wise, it was a little bit warm over here, but that's okay. One of the things with recycling plumbed water is it will slowly over time warm up, but for this purpose it should be fine. So let's go ahead and this ladder situation is silly. It's fine. It's fine. This is all temporary. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our sinks. And do I just want to do 3? Yeah, we'll just do, let's see. Do I want to do a full 64 tiles? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna do 3. Let's see, where do I want this door? Here. Oops. There we go. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Alright, let's also clean this up down here. And replace these sand tiles in case we dig under them. Which, you know, in case it's silly, because I know I'm going to. Yeah, we'll maybe just dig that out for now. We'll come in here later. Alright, let's see. What kind of piping setup do I want to use? So, yeah, we'll just go with granite. I like to carry clean water up 1 tile above. And then that way it leaves the floor tiles clear to run outgoing water. So if for some reason I want to pipe water here, it kind of frees it up a little bit. Gives me more options. Okay, and I think what I will do is we'll put our storage reservoir here. Now, I need to decide if I just want 1 or 2 reservoirs, because depending on the way it's set up, you might end up draining too much of your incoming water. Depending. This is also going to need power, so that'll be great. So I'm going to do, let's go ahead and dig out more of this. Now, I have a little bit of coal. This wouldn't use a whole lot, so I'm debating on if I want to go ahead and just set up a coal generator here instead of a wheel with a separate battery on its own line. And that might be best. I don't really have anything super temperature sensitive. I've got the plants up here, but it's a bit of separation between those. Idleness. Any specific reason you're idle there, Quinn? Yeah, you don't look stuck. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig that out. This will be our clean water tank. Okay, and then we're going to the sieve there. And give us a room to play with. Okay. No, no, no. Let's draw straight lines, please. Thank you. Okay. And then that is going to go that way. And then this is going to come down here. Let's see. Do I want to do coal? Alright, let's go ahead and put some floor in... Yeah, no, I want floor there too. No, not there. And then let's go ahead and dig that out a little bit. How much? Okay, we have a little bit. And then clean up this part. Let's actually dig that out first. Yeah, sorry, Ellie. Okay. Now, let's see, do we have... Whoops, there we go. Whoops, not seeds. So we have some extra thimbleweed seeds. So I'll be good. We'll leave this system going here, and then I will leave a wash basin here so that people wash their hands after coming here. I could... that would like waste a lot of time. There's also the option of essentially putting floor here, or yeah, and then opening up here, so they'd have to come all the way. That would be dumb. That would be silly and a waste of time. I'm not going to do that. I don't even know why I'm entertaining the thought. Alright, Bubbles, it kicked me in the butt that I did not give you construction last time, so we're going to do that. Because I should have done that already, but oh well. Okay. Now that we've got that going, I forget how warm... Oh, these can get really warm. Okay, so then I'm not gonna worry about that. Coal is very slowly going up. Again, this will be a really... It's not gonna use it all that often, so I'm okay with this. And then make sure I've got the automation set up before hooking up any power lines that way. And then here I would like this to hold coal. I'm going to put that on a 6. And then here I would like a high threshold of, let's go 80 and 25 is fine. Okay. Boop. Now, I was thinking about it. I have all this water over here. However, just build power lines over here. So I think I'm going to gather water from down in this pool because it is close. So we're just going to do that. Yeah, they can run the lines a little ways. That's fine. Let's do power first. And let's see. Guess I could just bring it here to start with. It's very awkward, but yeah, I'll just do that. And then once these are filled in, we can keep an eye on it. But yeah, so don't worry about that. Let them do those first before I deal with the potential overflow. I keep forgetting about our new duplicate. It's fine. Everybody's kind of idle anyway, so just have an extra person be idle. Nope, no research yet. Let them do other things. Okay. And then I guess I'll just make this a 3. We'll go ahead and kind of sweep this up. So that once this gets done, they've got some stuff they can go do. Check on this. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. No slime. No slime lung on the slime. Alright. And then here we've got some nice slime, so we can also go ahead and destroy those and dig that up. I know you can't breathe their pain, I'm sorry. Should have stagger stepped this so they could dig this out at the same time as they were building that, but eh, they'll dig it out later. And then let's get those and dig that out when you guys are feeling up to it. No rush. All right. All right. It's kind of in the downtime, but let's go ahead and we'll take this max and promptly move him to a proper schedule and give him some priorities. He's not as good as digging, but that's fine. I want him to do that first. No, we'll leave it there. And then he's pretty buff, so now I'm gonna leave those there, and I'm just going to reduce these other things that I would really rather he not do. So that way digging will always be his #1 thing, followed by building, and then supply, storing, and tidy. After, of course, these two, but that applies to everybody, so it doesn't matter. And let's go ahead and give him his skill point, which will be digging. And a lovely hat for you, Max. Thank you. Okay. Alright, got that wire almost done. This is all the way connected. Insufficient resources. Alright, Quinn is bringing it. Nice. Alright, and we're getting our water. It's okay, Bubbles. Hopefully you won't need to do that for too much longer. You know, we'll see. You shouldn't need to. Alright. And so that they don't complain as much, we will give them a shower for when they get their little feet wet. Because they really don't like that much. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip this here so it continues to feed and fill this in. And then, of course, you know, not forget that I have snipped this. Alright, and we'll let this run for a little. Just kind of bring this down in here. This doesn't need to run right away. We can give ourselves a nice little buffer. It does kind of, you know, require they come and use these instead of these toilets. So we're going to go ahead and temporarily just disable the buildings so we can re-enable them if something goes wrong. We have them as a backup, but they're not going to stay there forever. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's just running around. Alright, so speaking of getting their feet wet, we're gonna come down here and kind of build up some floor in here. This is also, we could fix that so it's a little bit, obviously most of it will be not very breathable, but generally speaking we'll be fine. Oh, and let's go ahead and, if you have some time, do that. Seeds. Where do I want to store seeds? I don't have any pips yet, so I don't really have to worry about hiding them. I will just, they're not, they might get annoyed. Well, not really annoyed, but we'll just put them there for now. Okay. Now let's go ahead and build along there. So that way we can dig this out without worrying about all of this sand and spilling all of this water down. I know it would, you know, go into a place that's not terrible for there to be water, but I would like to keep this here for now. Okay. And then this box will be seeds. Did I did not. Okay. Elderly hatch. Alright. I also think I'm gonna bump this up to a 6 and then this up to a 7, just so they keep this floor a little bit more clean and so that the hatches spend less time cramped and lay eggs more often. So we are down to 6 in here. Food has definitely gone down. So okay. Could also expand this. I'll keep a close eye on that. Alright. Now this is going. We have a little bit of buffer in the tank. So I think what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and clip it here. I'm going to leave this water in this pipe for now, because I might find some reason I want it redirected somewhere. Can always clean it out later. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to reconnect this here. Alright. Now, not really going to need an overflow for a very long time, but it doesn't actually hurt anything to get it set up in advance. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple of blocks right there. And then I'm going to bring this down and into each of those. And then bring a couple of our extra thimbleweed seeds. And since these don't require any kind of fertilizer, the dupes will ignore them. They're not going to waste any resources trying to take care of them while they don't have water. And then very, very slowly over time, this tank will fill up with germy clean water. And then this will fill up. And once this is full, it will come in and feed these. Depending on dupe population, and have room to expand here if need be. Those will take a long time before they do anything, but this way we have quite a bit of buffer before we need to mess with it. Okay, so that's taken care of. And then this is built. So let's go ahead and dig that out there. And we'll clean this floor level up later. Not overly worried about it. Let's see. Okay. You guys. You left all this slime down here. Let's see. What do I have these set to? Well, you know, let's make that a 6. I guess that's my own fault. We don't have a place to put water. Is that what we're... Yeah, that's fine. Let's get that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay. Brain shares. Still need to figure out who... I think I want to wait for a better rocket dupe for that. Oh, Max, you're right. We never set up your bed. Right, blueprint. Let's see. You know, we never ended up resetting a quilting cot, so we'll do that. Alright, let's see. What kind of wallpaper do we want in the bathroom? Because, you know, there's no other pressing concerns. Maybe we'll do the cloud print. It seems nice. Let's make it out of granite. And then let's not prioritize that, guys. I should have changed the priority on that when setting out to build it, but you know, whatever. Okay. Oh, printables. Let's see what we got. Oh, shovel eggs. Oh, that's so much meat. Okay. Couple single interest dupes with Bonnie and Nisbet. Supply, tidying, and farming. Supply and tidy together, Ruby. The green thumb. Farming, and she's doesn't have trypophobia, just undigging. Of course, I did just take Max. I probably should not take a dupe right now. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. Do you guys really have nothing to do? Like, that's what you're gonna do? Okay. Alright. Let's see. We used some refined metals. So let's go ahead. I'm not tracking that. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 200 kilograms. Not a lot. Oh, we do have lead, though. Could use that. Alright, let's see. This area's pretty clean. I think... Let's go ahead and set that down there. We've got some power that we totally won't be irresponsible with. And I need to think about what line do I want to put the suits on. Now there's a bit of carbon dioxide here. And that's going to continue to gather unless, of course, we filter it out. Which you could do. Let's see. Where would I want that to go? Just maximum gas pressure. Okay. Alright. Yes, I know you can't breathe. Why are you guys down here? What are we picking up? Ah, seeds. Right. There's a bunch of those down in here, I guess. That's fine. Oh, you just dropped it again. I saw that. Thank you, Quinn. Alright. Let's see. Well, I guess first we should make masks. Can't really set up any stuff without them. Look at all of you idle ninnies. Okay. Whew. Let's see. So I'm not doing any research yet. Okay. This is only 60 watts. So dumb. Yeah, let's make it that one. And then what is your run time? 3%. Alright, fine. We'll run it off this wire instead. There we go. And then let's see. Calories are okay. Are we? No. There we go. Now we're storing that there. And maybe raw egg in case pays slow to cook it. And I guess if you bring home some plume squash. There won't be any bog jelly here. Okay. Now, let's make 3 to start with. Bubbles, just standing around, being happy and silly. Okay. Yeah, I know, there's not enough for you to do. Alright. Go ahead and make those. Let's go ahead and... how much? 20 tons of copper. Just make 5 more refined. And then... okay. Bubbles, if you want something to do... you can come dig this out. Thank you. Oh, and... I didn't really want to go up there yet, but I did want to get this algae. Can we go ahead and pick that up? Oh, there's more right here. Yes. Pick that up too, please. Alright. The rest of that can stay there for now. Okay. Got some masks made. Let's see. Definitely should take care of the carbon dioxide before it creeps up. So let's see. I guess it depends on how far down I want them to be able to go before it gets problematic. Okay, let's go ahead and... whoops. There we go. Continue that in a straight line. No one's gonna like coming down here. Let's see. I will start with just one. Yes, I know, it's an invalid construction location. But there's room to expand and we can build more if we need to. And then... let's see... we're gonna go ahead and... oh. Let's replace that tile. And we're gonna have the output come up this way and connect to there. Now, do I want to bring this out of the tank? Let's see, how do I want to set this up? Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... yeah, it can be, that's fine. I'm going to build that. Place that tile. Yeah. And we're going to bring it down here. And it's a bit awkward, but that's okay. Alright, you guys built that. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to clip this line. And instead, I'm going to connect it to there. Because while it is nice sending clean water to clean up our CO2, I want to prioritize the bathrooms. So it's going to come down here into this bridge. It's going to come up, go into the bathrooms. And then if this line is full, which, you know, it should be most of the time, it will then come down here and feed this. Now let's go ahead and send some power down. Use more coal. Alright. Alright. I want to keep an eye on this, because this line is a bit long. It shouldn't really drain this much, though. This water is already a bit warm. Okay, and then this is coming up and joining our tank, getting cleaned. All right. And you are idle. All right. Bubbles took this out already, so let's go ahead and take that out. And then I'm not going to worry about this stuff. We'll come back up and get it later. For now, just get those things. Okay. Ooh. Cycle 61. I should probably take a little break here. Got a lot done. Fixed some of my earlier mistakes. Got a nice bathroom going and some CO2 cleanup. So yeah, I think now's gonna be a good time to say goodnight, and we'll see you next time. Bye.